When I gave this vacuum to my kids to vacuum, the first thing basically all of them said was, wow, this is like, it's easy to maneuver, it's easy to turn the head around. So that's the thing that they noticed. The first thing that I noticed with this vacuum is that it picks up things really well. Now with stick vacuums, I never really expect them to be all that powerful. The suction, I mean, it's never really going to be as good as your corded. As far as suction goes, it won't ever have that power. I think because of the brush slash whatever this like blue thing is, the combination of that, it just does a really good job picking things up. So it doesn't need as much suction. And I'm sorry, I haven't cleaned this off yet, so there's some hair there, but this is really easy to take out. I can take that hair out pretty easy. We've been really happy with this vacuum. This is kind of one of those nice, it's lightweight, so it's easy to take around. I can give it to my kids. They can vacuum for me, so I don't have to vacuum all the time. I do want to point out that this was sent to me so I could make this video. Let me show you a close-up of each of the individual parts you get with this. This is the Model S5N. Yeah, mounting screws. The charging plug is 30 volts, 500 milliamps. Here's the wall mount. It's not for charging, it's just for putting some of the attachments in. So it just kind of goes into place there, and then you can pull it out, and the wall mount also helps keep the vacuum in place. Here's the extension tube. It can be adjusted by just pressing this button. It slides very nicely actually, and the quick release over here. So the design of this roller head, you can see it moves back and forth. If we look at the brushes, you've got blue bristles, and then you've got these little blue flaps. So this is nice for picking up hairs and things like that. You can unlock it here, take this whole thing out if you need to clean it, which if you have people who have hair, then you will need to clean it for sure. And then it just snaps back into place. Pretty easy to replace. You also have this attachment, so you can use it without the brush or push this button down, slide it down, and then you have the brush that kind of helps pull things up. It does come with an extra filter. That's a nice touch. And then if we look at the vacuum unit itself, we've got your simple on off button and then your speed button. So I'll turn this on and then press the speed button. It goes down, so it defaults to the high speed, and then you can just press it up, just those two speeds. And to empty it, you just kind of flip this out like that. You can twist this, take this out, and here's where you charge. What I've always liked about stick vacuums like this is because it's lightweight, it just makes it really portable. So it's a lot easier to get the things that sometimes maybe you wouldn't with your upright corded vacuum. You can just take it anywhere you want, and it's really nice and easy to use. With the attachments this comes with, there was one day my youngest, he got into our rice. It went all over the floor. He somehow got into the oatmeal as well, and we used this and it was able to take up everything no problem. For most of it we used this head, but there were some corner areas where I put on the kind of the skinny long attachment, and it was really nice because you can extend the bar out, so I didn't have to bend over or anything. I didn't have to get down on my knees and get in the corners. I just put that attachment on and it was really easy. This also does a really good job with the stairs. It has another attachment that has a brush on it, so if you want to use this for dusting, you can use this for dusting. I use this a lot around the dining room table. Again, our youngest, he spills food a lot, so we always have food on the ground, and I was surprised that this picks up the food really well. The other nice thing about this is all of our other kids, they spill on their seats, and because this is lightweight, you can just kind of pick it up and vacuum off the seat, so that makes cleanup a lot easier. A unique feature with this that I'm starting to see more with stick vacuums is it does have the green lights on the front. As you can see from this clip, what the green lights tend to do is it casts a shadow at the same level as the dirt or whatever, so it casts a long shadow. It makes it a lot easier to see what's on the ground, especially if it's dark, because of the long shadow it casts. So that's a nice feature. Another nice thing I noticed about this is compared to other stick vacuums, it seems to be more quiet. Now, I don't know if that means it's less powerful or what, but it does a great job and it's quiet, so I'm pretty happy with that. The battery on this also does last for a long time. Now, I usually use this on the lower setting, so that's obviously going to get you more time to vacuum. They say on the website you can vacuum up to 55 minutes. I imagine that's in the most ideal circumstances, but I have been able to vacuum well over 30 minutes with this, no problem. One thing to be aware of with that is when I charge the battery, it does seem to charge pretty slow. In fact, I haven't timed it, but it does seem to be in the 3 to 4 hour range. So once you're done vacuuming with this and the battery dies, that's kind of it for the day. Just something to be aware of. Emptying the dust out of of this, nice and easy. You can clean things out very well. I tried to get this clean after I've used it several times, and honestly, it's really easy to clean. You can just kind of run some of the parts under water or just get a wet rag. Great vacuum. Whole family can use it. We've been very happy with it.